winners will be drawn at halftime. First winner will split half the pot, and the second winner will receive a $15 gift certificate using the Highway Bar and Grill located in downtown Mineral Point. Tickets are available below the video board. A reminder, the raffle is a true 50-50. Raffle winners are not expected to donate back any part of the winnings. Winners, thank you for your support. Also, fans, please be sure to buy your tickets for the best seat in the house, sponsored by the Mineral Point Blue Brew. The winner and friend will enjoy the view from our courtside couch for the second half of tonight's contest, along with a treat from the concession stand. Tickets are available below the video board and are only $1 each or $8 for $5. The winner will be drawn at halftime of tonight's game. That's the best seat in the house, brought to you by the Mineral Point Blue Brew. basketball fans, the WIAA and Mineral Point High School welcome you to tonight's Small Conference Boys Basketball game between the Darlington Redbirds and your Mineral Point Pointers. Mineral Point High School would like to extend a special welcome to the Darlington coaches, players, and fans and look forward to an exciting contest. The officials for tonight's game are Curtis Cullen, Tyler DeVault, and Bobby Reinhardt. And now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart as the Middle Point High School Band, under the direction of Matt Nevers, performs our national anthem. Sportsmanship and education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation that all spectators exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of those in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. And now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors from Darlington. A 6-foot sophomore, number 0, Dante Kennedy. A 6'2" senior, number 1, Tanner Kiley. A 5'10" junior, number 3, Megan Beasley. A 6'1" sophomore, number 5, Zeke Superbeard. And a 6'3" senior, number 12, Rover Busher. Darlington coach Tom Hubbard, assistant Commissioner Rudy, Tanner Davis, and Tom Curry. And now the starting lineup for your Middle Point Pointers. A 6'4" senior, number 5, Jackson Whitehausen. A 6'5" senior, number 10, Eli Valenti. A 6'3" junior, number 11, Drew Ashelman. A 6'2" senior, number 12, Tucker Dannenberg. And a 6'4" senior, number 32, Jacob Phillips.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's presentation on MPTV. We got a swell matchup between the Mineral Point Pointers and the Darlington Redbirds. I am Ronnie Thousand here alongside Bree Swenson. Pointers get the tip-off early here. Lindsay kicks it out to Ashelman, now over to Phillips. Phillips out to Ashelman on the top of the key. Over to Dannenberg in the corner. Dannenberg driving baseline into Phillips. Stolen away by Guiley. Guiley going the other way for the Redbirds. Slows it down up to Busher now. Over to Zuberbieler. Zuberbieler looking, finds Busher, who gives it up to Glendenning. Now back to Zuberbuehler in the corner. Zuberbuehler attacking baseline, puts it off the window, and it's no good. Rejected by Drew Ashelman, and we'll go the other way. Pointers ball. And you know, Bree, this is going to be a good game. The Pointers won last game on a 3-point buzzer beater by Jackson Wenhausen in Darlington.
Yeah, it is going to be a good matchup through the end. Whoever can fight harder is going to win in the end.
Ashelman kicks it out to Lindsay. Now over to Dannenberg in the corner. Dannenberg attacks middle, kicks it in to Phillips. Now to Lindsay. Lindsay tries the corner 3-ball. It's off the mark. Rebound goes to Broker Busher of the Darlington Redbirds, who kicks it up to Paisley. Now over to Guiley. Back to Busher. Busher tries the 3-ball. It's good. Broker Busher starts scoring off with a triple for the Redbirds. Now Ashelman going the other way. Working in, puts the shot up over Paisley, and it's good. Drew Ashelman with the response to put the Pointers on the board for the first time tonight. Guiley in the corner gets it into Zuberbuehler. Glendenning. Now Guiley working in, kicks it out to Busher. Busher hands it off to Zuberbuehler. Zuberbuehler will be called on the walk. So first turnover by the Redbirds. Little pressing here from the Redbirds as expected. Lindsay gives it up to Ashelman. Now Ashelman gets it across the timeline for the Pointers. Attacks, puts the floater up. No good. A rebound goes to Kagan Paisley, who gives it up to Zuberbuehler. Now out to Busher. Busher gives it into Paisley. Paisley will be called on stepping out of bounds. Or excuse me, that looks like it'll go on a foul. Or actually, he was called for stepping out of bounds, so it'll be the Pointers' ball. So back-to-back turnovers here by the Redbirds. Ashelman bringing it up here for the Pointers, gives it up to Lindsay. Now Lindsay working in on Busher. Lindsay's fadeaway shot, no good, off the mark. Rebound goes to Zeke Zuberbuehler. And, you know, that's going to be a great matchup tonight here. One thing to look out for is Lindsay and Busher, two great players for each team. Glendenning hands it off to Paisley. Now Paisley gives it up to Busher. Busher gives it to Guiley. Now over to Zuberbuehler. Zuberbuehler attacks baseline. And he will be called on stepping out of bounds as well. So 3 back-to-back turnovers, and 2 of those coming from out-of-bounds violations for the Redbirds. Lindsay gives it up to Wenhausen. Now over to Dannenberg, who gives it up to Ashelman. Ashelman pulls it out, gives it up to Dannenberg now. Dannenberg over to Ashelman at the top of the key. Now back to Dannenberg. Over to Wenhausen. Dannenberg tries the 3-ball off the mark. Rebound goes to Broker Busher. Now Guiley pushing the tempo here for the Birds. He hands it off to Zuberbuehler. Zuberbuehler shot fake, attacks middle, kicks it out to Busher. Busher tries the 3-ball off the mark. Rebound goes into the hands of Dannenberg of the Pointers. Dannenberg now gives it up to Ashelman at the top of the key. Over to Lindsay. Lindsay attacking baseline, kicks it in to Phillips. Now to Ashelman. Ashelman tries the 3-ball. It's good! Drew Ashelman with the triple. So Ashelman's now got all 5 of Pointers points as Dempsey checks in for the Pointers. Guiley now conducting traffic for the Birds, gives up to Glendenning. Now over to Zuberbuehler in the corner. Zuberbuehler kicks it out to Busher. Now Busher in trouble. We'll get it tipped away, and it'll go the Pointers' direction as Wenhausen driving. Puts the shot up. But we'll get a foul on the ground, so shot no good. That Redbird foul going to go on Dante and Glendenning first by the Redbirds. Paisley, O'Brien, and Fitzsimons check in here for the Birds as Wenhausen into Phillips. Phillips, no good. Rebound still up for grabs and falls into the hands of O'Brien. O'Brien gives it up to Zuberbuehler now. Over to Fitzsimons. Now O'Brien in the corner with the ball. Gives it up to Paisley on the baseline. Kicks it out to O'Brien. Now Busher tries the 3-ball off the mark. Rebound falls out of bounds. Last touch by the Redbirds. Asherman falls to the ground, keeps his dribble, so no travel there, and he'll give it up to Dempsey. Now Dempsey on the attack, get a foul. That foul gonna go on Zook Zuberbuehler. So the Redbirds with 2 fouls here early in the first half of play. Wenhausen gets it into Phillips. Now over to Wenhausen in the corner. Wenhausen tries the jump shot off the mark. Rebound goes to O'Brien. Gives it up to Busher. Busher over to Fitzsimons. Fitzsimons triple off the mark. Rebound boarded by Wenhausen. Now Ashelman gives it up to Wenhausen. Wenhausen tries the jump shot. It's good. Jackson Wenhausen gets his first points of the night as we get a timeout here by the Redbirds. We'll take one too. Back after this on MPTV.
J Woodworking is a family-owned and operated small business creating custom wood projects for your home. Our special attention to detail allows us to make...
Excuse me, that was officials timeout, so we're back on MPTV. The Pointers lead this one by 4. Glendenning gives it up to Paisley. Now over to Zuberbuehler. Out to Busher. Busher over to Paisley. The top of the right wing out to Glendenning. Now Glendenning driving. Kicks it out to Busher. Busher attacking. Puts it off the glass. No good. Ball boarded by Dempsey. Dempsey saving it into the hands of Potterton. Now back to Dempsey of the Pointers. He gives it up to Ashelman. Now over to Lindsay. Out to Ashelman. Ashelman attacks, puts it off the window and in. Drew Ashelman with 2. Zuberbuehler going the other way, looking to respond here as they trail by 6. Fitzsimons now shot up, no good. Rebound boarded by Dempsey. Lindsay out to Wenhausen. Wenhausen puts the floater up. It's good. Tough shot there by Jackson Wenhausen. He gets it to fall, and we will get a timeout here by the Redbirds. We'll take one too. Back after this on MPTV.
Your vision come to life. We have created everything from custom signs to bar tops to wedding backdrops and much more. If you're looking for a custom sign, look no further. T&J community pillar for over a century, Farmers Savings Bank is proud to be a local, independent hometown bank. With 6 convenient locations in Mineral Point, Dodgeville, Mount Horeb, and People's Company is an industry-leading firm that focuses on land brokerage and auctions, land management, land investing, energy management, and appraisals throughout the nation. Adam Christ is an experienced land professional who specializes in traditional listing services and a variety of land auction formats. Thank you to Adam and Jorah Christ with the People's Company for being proud supporters of Pointer Media.
Collins & Hying Plumbing and Heating has been serving Iowa County and southwestern Wisconsin since 1953. We are at your service 24 hours a day to meet your commercial and residential heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Located in Dodgeville, Wisconsin, call Collins & Hying for reliable assistance today.
Founded in
Welcome back to MPTV. The Pointers lead by 8 with 11:17 remaining in the opening half of play. Zuberbuehler with the ball on the top of the key for the Birds. Pass stolen away by Dempsey. Dempsey going the other way for the Pointers. He gets it tipped away by Zuberbuehler into the hands of Glendenning. Now Zuberbuehler with the ball for the Redbirds. Attacking. Kicks. Stolen away again by Dempsey. Dempsey now going the other way. and he'll get it tipped out of bounds. Be last touch here by the Redbirds, so we'll stay on the Pointers' end of play. O'Brien returns for the Redbirds, and Bree, Dempsey having back-to-back steals now, so not only is Dempsey an asset for this Pointer team on the offensive end, but also on the defensive end.
Yeah, and this defense is going to be a crucial part in tonight's play. Seeing that the shots aren't falling for the Pointers, they're going to have to really rely on their defense here.
And as you mentioned, Bree, shots not falling for the Pointers or for the Redbirds, so fairly low-scoring game here.
Yeah.
As Lindsay tries the 3-ball, and off the mark, rebound boarded by Zuberbuehler. Gives it up to Paisley, now over to Busher. O'Brien out to Busher. Busher looking, finds Fitzsimons. Now Fitzsimons working in on Dempsey. He'll get the double team. Gives it up to Busher now. Out to O'Brien. Busher with the ball on the top of the key for the Redbirds. He kicks it out to O'Brien. O'Brien puts the float up. Rejected by Eli Lindsay. And the Pointers go the other way. Ashelman now gets it stolen away by Broker. Busher kicks it up to Fitzsimons. Now Fitzsimons going the other way. No good on the 2. Gonna be Redbirds ball. Zuberbuehler 3-ball short. Rebound goes to Wenhausen as he gives it up to Lindsay. Pointers will slow down the tempo here a little bit. Wenhausen attacking, puts the shot up, off the mark, rebound boarded by Zuberbuehler. And we will get a foul on the ground. That foul going to go on Drew Ashelman of the Mineral Point Pointers. So the first by the Pointers this opening half of play. As Bosser and Phillips check in for the Pointers, giving Potterton and Ashelman a break. Busher gets the easy 2, so Broker Busher wide open there under the rim and gets the easy 2 to fall. So Pointers cannot let that happen. Those little mistakes are what's going to kill both teams tonight, as it is going to be a good game, and it is a good game. Ashelman Wenhausen's floater falls. Wenhausen up to 7 points in the night, excuse me. Fitzsimons working in on Bosser. Tough defense here by Bosser. Gets a double team into Paisley. Paisley short on the 2-ball, and we'll get a foul as Bosser hits the ground hard, but he's able to get up. That foul going to go on Paxton Paisley of the Redbirds.
In for Darlington is number 0, Dante, number 1, Taggart Guiley, and number 3, Paisley.
Lindsay. He goes coast to coast. No good on the 2-ball, but he'll go to the line for a pair of free throws. That foul going to go on Tay Guiley of the Redbirds. Be his first assist to Guiley. Lindsay's first one from the line falls, giving him his first points of the night. So the Pointers here with a 9 early lead as Dannenberg checks in, replacing Dempsey. Dempsey yet to score tonight, but having a stellar game on defense for the Pointers. Lindsay's second one from the line falls as he gets replaced by Ashelman. Zuberbuehler now going the other way for the Redbirds. He goes all the way, no good on the 2-ball, and rebound goes to Ashelman of the Mineral Point Pointers. Now Dannenberg in the corner, over to Wenhausen. Wenhausen baseline attack, no good, but he'll go to the line for a pair of free throws. And Bria, that foul going to go on Zeke Zuberbuehler. So his second. What does that mean here for the Redbirds as the starter Zeke Zuberbuehler has 2 fouls?
Yeah, that means that their bench players are going to have to step up, especially because their starters are now starting to get a couple fouls here.
And you would be right. Larson replaces Zuberbeeler as Wenhausen's first from the line does not fall. His second one does drop, though, so Wenhausen going 1 from 2 on that trip to the line. Tipped out of bounds by the Pointers as Lindsay returns here for the Pointers. Senior Taggart Guiley with the ball for the Redbirds, gives it up to Glenn Denning. Now over to Larson. Busher over to Guiley. Guiley out to Busher. Now stolen away by Jacob Phillips, who gives it up to Lindsay. Pointers looking to slow things down here a little bit as Ashman hands it off to Lindsay. Now over to Bossert, to Ashman. Out to Lindsay. Lindsay attacking baseline. Pass to Dannenberg. Dannenberg tries the 3-ball off the mark. It'll hit the top of the backboard and will be ruled out. So that 3 not gonna go as Wenhausen returns for the Pointers. Larson with the ball, hands it off to Glenn Denning. Now over to Guiley. Guiley attacking in on Phillips. He gets the open shot at 2 fall. Ashman gives it up to Lindsay here for the Pointers. Now Dannenberg in the corner. Dannenberg attacking middle, puts the floater up, no good. Rebound goes to Phillips. Phillips put back, no good. Boarded by Busher, gives it up to Larson. Now Larson in some trouble, but he'll be fouled. That foul gonna go on Jacob Phillips as Dempsey returns for the Pointers. Paisley gets it into Guiley. Paisley tries the 3-ball off the mark, rebound boarded by Phillips. Over to Lindsay now. Wenhausen going the other, will be fouled on his attack. That foul gonna go on Kagan Paisley. So that foul addressed to Paisley, and that's the 6th foul here by the Birds. So the next one will send the Pointers to the line for the remainder of this opening half of play.
Wenhausen goes up and gets called for the travel.
Glendenning at the foul line, hands it off to Fitzsimons. Now Fitzsimons giving it up to Busher. Busher, pass stolen away by Wenhausen. Wenhausen gives it up to Lindsay now. Back to Wenhausen. Wenhausen tries the 3-ball. It's good! Jackson Wenhausen's 3. That extends this Pointer lead to 12. Redbirds looking to respond. Guiley on the attack will get fouled. That foul gonna go on Jacob Phillips. So now Phillips with 2 fouls here for the Pointers, as Guiley goes to the line for a pair of free throws. Guiley's first one from the line drops.
And for the Pointers is Brett Bossert.
Guiley's second one from the line off the mark. Rebound boarded by Lindsay. Bossert With the ball here for the Pointers. Gets it tipped away, but able to regain control as Dempsey goes the other way. Ashman over to Bossert. Now back to Ashman at the top of the key. Back to Bossert now, the top of the right wing. Out to Lindsay. Ashelman finds Wenhausen at the top of the key, now over to Lindsay. Out to Ashelman. Now Lindsay over to Ashman. And really tough defense here by the Redbirds, not allowing much wiggle room for the Pointers. Ashman, Wenhausen's 3-ball off the mark. Rebound boarded by Bossert. And the Pointers will get another opportunity here on the offensive side.
Yeah, and these offensive rebounds are going to be real crucial for either team.
Ashelman tries the 3-ball, it's off the mark. Rebound boarded by Lindsay, so the Pointers with another opportunity, and Lindsay goes to the line for a pair of free throws. And Bree, like you mentioned, these offensive rebounds for both teams, as the Redbirds earn themselves their seventh foul of this first half of play. Lindsay's first one from the line drops.
Atlee Potterton back in for the Pointers.
Lindsay's second one from the line connects. So now Lindsay up to 3 points on the night. Guiley going the other way, off the window, no good, boarded by Monroe Point. Ashelman now gives it up to Lindsay. Lindsay tries the 2-ball off the mark. Rebound goes to the Pointers. Now into Potterton. Potterton, hook shot's good. Fitzsimons going the other way for the Redbirds. Ball up for grabs. Corralled by Ashelman. Gives it up to Dempsey. Now back to Ashman. Over to Lindsay. Lindsay, catch and shoot. 3-ball is good! Eli Lindsay gets the triple to fall, and we'll get a timeout here. We'll take one too. Back after this on MPTV.
19, Cummins is a global power solutions leader that creates power solutions people depend on by optimizing fuel, economy, and cost savings. They're a global leader in designing, manufacturing, and integrating exhaust after-treatment solutions to meet the highest emission standards worldwide. Cummins is dedicated to making people's lives better by powering a more prosperous world. For more than 100 years, Cummins has created the power solutions people depend on. That history makes us proud, but the future...
Your smile is a big deal. So, who you choose...
Back on MPTV, the Pointers lead 26-8 with 3:42 remaining in the opening half of play. And the Redbirds not even in double digits here as the clock winds down with 3:42 remaining in the opening half of play. So that really tells you something about this Pointer defense being such a crucial asset this first 15 minutes of play.
Yeah, the Pointers are really controlling the boards here in this first half, as well as their defense, getting a couple steals early and continuing to create pressure on and off the ball.
Busher gives it up to Paisley. Now over to O'Brien at the top of the key, out to Glendenning now. Paisley in the corner. Into Guiley, out to Paisley. Paisley, corner 3, off the mark, rebound boarded by Ashelman. So Paisley not able to get that 3 to fall, but great inside action. Out action there from the Redbirds, and Kean Dempsey responds with a triple to extend this Pointer lead to now 21 points with 3 minutes remaining in the opening half of play. Guiley now over to O'Brien. And we get an offensive foul here called on the Redbirds. That foul going to go on Dante Glendenning, so that gives him his second foul as well. So now Glendenning and Zuberbuehler both with two fouls here in this first half of play.
Dempsey have been a great contribution to this Pointer defense early in this game.
Ashelman, 2 is short, rebound boarded by Guiley. Now over to Paisley. Busher tries the through ball in response off the mark. Rebound boarded by Lindsay over to Wenhausen. Now back to Lindsay. Over to Ashman at the top of the key. Now Wenhausen filling the corner. Back to Lindsay. Wenhausen gives it up to Ashman now. Ashman finds Lindsay, the top of the left wing. Out to Ashman. Ashman puts the shot up, no good. Rebound still up for grabs. Brought down by Busher. Busher pass out of the reach of Paisley, and we'll get a turnover here by the Redbirds as we get a timeout by the Pointers. We'll be back after this on MPTV.
Protect your smile is a big deal too. Denlinger Orthodontics, located in Platteville, looks forward to creating a personalized smile solutions for you. Dr. Samantha Denlinger is a board-certified orthodontist who treats kids, teens, and adults. She is a specialist in orthodontics, including treatments with braces and clear aligners. We take pride in treating our patients like families. Call Denlinger Orthodontics for your complimentary consultation and have Dr. Denlinger evaluate your orthodontic needs.
Eilertson Incorporated.
Back on MPTV, the Pointers lead by 21 with 2:06 remaining in the opening half of play. You know, Bree, as time winds down here in the first half, what are the Redbirds going to have to do at the end of this first half to really get themselves in a good place for the second half of play?
Yeah, they're going to have to really pick it up on defense here. The Pointers have gotten a couple second and even third chance scoring options. And they are also going to have to keep the ball on their side of the half court.
Paisley knocks it out of bounds for the Redbirds. It'll stay on the Pointers' end of play. Lindsay puts that one off the window, no good. And we'll get a charge here called on Eli Lindsay. So that's going to be the fifth foul by the Pointers this first half of play. But Lindsay only with one foul. The only Pointer in foul trouble here is Jacob Phillips tonight. Busher gets it into Paisley. Now over to Guiley. To Zuberbeeler. Zuberbeeler gets it. Stripped away ball on the deck. Recovered by the Redbirds. Busher over to Guiley. Now back to Busher. Busher, deep three ball off the mark. Rebound boarded by Lindsay. And you know, Matthew, Broker Busher not getting these threes to fall tonight, and that's a huge, Busher a huge offensive asset for these Darlington team. As we will get a blocking foul here called on Dempsey.
Dempsey is having a great night, and yes, as you said, Ron, Busher is not hitting those threes, which is a great asset to their offensive side, so the other players are going to have to really pick it up.
Dempsey tries the bonus, and the first one's good, so he'll earn himself a second one at the line as O'Brien returns here for the Redbirds, replacing Guiley. So now we have Guiley, Zuberbeeler, and Glendenning, all with two fouls here for the Redbirds, as 1 minute remains in the opening half of play. Dempsey, second one from the line, drops. Zuberbeeler with the ball here for the Redbirds, over to Busher. Now O'Brien working in on Potterton, puts the fadeaway shot up, it's good! Grady O'Brien gets the fadeaway shot to fall in. Tough shot there by O'Brien to get his first points of the night. Dempsey now out to Ashelman. Ashelman on the attack, 2 balls short. Ball still up for grabs, and it'll be last touch by the Redbirds, so we'll stay on this end of play. So another opportunity here from the Pointers. Lindsay into Potterton. Now over to Wenhausen. Out to Lindsay. Ashelman with the ball here for the Pointers, as it looks like they'll try attempting the last shot of this opening half of play as they lead this one by 21. Ashelman attacking, puts the shot up, it's no good. Rebound boarded by Paisley, who gives it up to Zuberwieler. Zuberwieler tries the long ball, it's no good, and will go to half as the Pointers lead by 21. Back after this on
And now, fans, please draw your attention to center court. Welcome back to halftime entertainment dance teams under the direction of Kristen Stigler and Aaliyah Lindsay. The 2025 basketball season routines invite you to enjoy some boom boom pow. The evening's first performance is the Minis dancing to We Bring the Boom. Let's hear it once again for the Minis. And now please draw your attention to the junior team dancing to My Feet Go Boom.
What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back.
juniors lady. And rounding out this evening's performances will be the senior team dancing to Boom Pow. Get out, go, Jason. Let's hear it once again for the senior team. And that was your halftime entertainment dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, please get out your 50-50 raffle tickets. Tonight's prize, $682. And tonight's lucky winning ticket number, 359-8870. Once again, the winning ticket for the 50-50, 359-8870. The winning ticket number for our $15 gift certificate to Midway, 359-8642. Once again, the winning ticket number for the $15 gift certificate, 359-8642. And the winning ticket number for our best seat in the house, 884-3262. If you have any of those lucky winning ticket numbers, please report to the scores table. We have a couple winners for our draft drawing. For the 50-50 prize, congratulations to Pete Wall. And for our best team in the house, Ralph Leonard. We're still waiting for a winner for our gift certificate to Midway. Once again, that winning ticket number, 359-8642. If you have that ticket, please report to the scores table.
Welcome back to MPT. After 18 minutes of play, the Pointers lead 31-10. It'll be Redbirds ball coming out of the second half. Zuberviller bringing it up here for the Redbirds. Over to Busher. Now Busher attacking in on Lindsay. Kicks it out to Glendenning. Glendenning back in after he was out for the remainder of the back half of the second half with 2 fouls. Now Zuberviller with the ball for the Redbirds. Attacking middle, puts it off the glass and in. Zeke Zuberviller starts scoring off the second half of play for the Darlington Redbirds. Phillips out to Lindsay. Lindsay tries the 3-ball in response, and it's good. Eli Lindsay. Giley over to Glendenning. Now Glendenning gets it tipped away by Phillips, able to regain control of the ball. Gives it up to Giley now in the corner. Giley attacking baseline. Shot fake off the window. No good. Rebound boarded by Lindsay, who gives it up to Dannenberg. Now over to Ashman. Ashman getting it across the timeline here for the Pointers. Over to Lindsay. Dannenberg in the corner. Now Lindsay in the corner, dribbling to his right. Gives it up to Ashman. Back to Lindsay. Lindsay, shot fake. Pass out to Ashman. Now Ashman attacking. Moving, spinning, puts the shot up in. It's good off the window. Drew Ashman gets his 9th point of the night. Busher over to Zuberviller. Glendenning's 3-ball off the mark. Board still up for grabs, goes into the hands of Giley. And we get a foul here. Called on Jacob Phillips. So now that is Jacob Phillips' 3rd, and he gets 3 here early in the second half of play as Dempsey checks in here. Dempsey replaces Phillips. So now, tough loss here for the Pointers is Phillips, as he's out with 3 fouls right now. Busher working in on Lindsay, puts the fadeaway shot up and good. Broker Busher gets his first points of the second half of play. Ashelman now to Lindsay. And you know, Matthew, the Redbirds are making these tough shots that are allowing them to get these points on the boards, but it looks like the Pointers are always going to have a response for this Redbirds team here.
Yeah, it is nice to see that the Redbirds are able to get some shots to fall, but the Pointers are able to get an answer.
Well, I guess we joined them there a little bit, Bree, as they get short on that one. Rebound goes to Paisley. Busher, 3-ball off the mark. Ball falls out of bounds. Last touched here by the Redbirds as Powderton replaces Dannenberg. Ashelman now gives it up to Wenhausen, over to Lindsay now. Dempsey in the corner. Dempsey attacks to his left, puts the shot up, it's good! Keaton Dempsey's having himself a night as he extends this Pointer lead to 24. Glendenning now on the other night of play for the Redbirds, gives it up to Zuberviller. Zuberviller attacks. Look at a traveling violation there on Zeke. Zuberviller will go the other way. These Pointers lead this one 38-14 with 14:40 remaining in the ballgame. Lindsay over to Wenhausen, and we will get a turnover here by the Pointers, as it looks like Lindsay steps out of bounds there on the exchange. Zuberviller gets the screen from Giley. Now out to Glendenning, and Glendenning catch and shoot 3, rattles home. Dante Glendenning earns himself his first points of the night with that triple. Ashelman now over to Lindsay. Lindsay pulls up, jumper, it's good. Eli Lindsay extends this pointer lead to 23. Guiley gives it up to Glendenning. Glendenning's three ball off the mark, boarded by Potterton. Ashman hands it off to Dempsey. Now over to Lindsay. Lindsay on the attack, puts the floater up. It's good. Tough shot there by Eli Lindsay to earn himself his 13th point of this ball game. Busher, tough shot off the mark. Rebound boarded by Paisley. Now Zubibiller will go to the line for a pair of free throws. That foul going to go on pointers Atlee Potterton.
In for Darlington, we have Paisley, 11, O'Brien, and 24, Fitzsimons in.
Zubibiller on the baseline with the ball for the Birds, gets it in to Fitzsimons, now over to O'Brien. O'Brien out to Fitzsimons in the corner. Fitzsimons tries the three ball. It's good! Ryder Fitzsimons hits that triple to now put this one within 22 for the Redbirds. Lindsay gives it up to Dempsey. Dempsey pass into Potterton. Potterton off the window and a beautiful pass there by Dempsey. And you know, we've talked about it all night. Dempsey doing everything right here for the Pointers. It's O'Brien responds with that lay-in for two. Lindsay over to Ashelman. Now Ashelman attacking, puts the shot up off the mark, rebound boarded by Ashelman. Ashelman with the second chance shot, also no good. Ball still up for grabs, goes into the hands of Wenhausen. Wenhausen in some trouble, gets it tipped away. Now Fitzsimons going the other way, lays that one off the window and in for two. Lindsay over to Ashelman now. Pointers looking to respond. And it'll be tipped out of bounds, last touch here by the Pointers, so they'll get a turnover as Bossert returns here for the Mineral Point Pointers, replacing Ashelman. Zubibiller gives it up to Fitzsimons. Now Fitzsimons catch and shoot three, short. Rebound falls into the hands of Wenhausen. We'll get a timeout here by Coach Burson. We'll take one, too. We'll be back after this on MPTV.
Is an electrical contractor that specializes in all the needs of utility customers with a focus in underground construction. We install underground power systems, substations, and transmission lines. Our team members learn the latest safety and technology advances in all areas of construction, and we are proud members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. If you are interested in growing your career at Eilertson Incorporated, please reach out to Eilertson at Eilertson Electrical Service in Mineral Point, Wisconsin is the area's leading electrical contractor, serving Darlington, Platteville, Lancaster, Spring Green, Verona, and surrounding areas since 2016. We specialize in residential, commercial, and agricultural electrical service, new and remodel upgrades, and much more. For all your electrical needs, contact Hoffman Electrical Service in Mineral Point.
Back on MPTV, the Pointers lead this one by 20 with 11:36 remaining in the ball game. And, you know, Bree, the Redbirds, are really getting themselves back into this one, and hopefully it'll be enough for the Redbirds as they look to beat the Pointers tonight. Lindsay now lays that one off for two. We'll get a timeout here by the Redbirds. We'll take one, too. We'll be back after this on MPTV.
Thank Thank you, K-Nate transferred out of Montfort, Wisconsin. Your continued support for the Pointer teams, Blue Crew and MP Media program allow us to remain at the head of the pack.
Kunis Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram of Platteville is your premier dealership serving Platteville, Wisconsin, and the surrounding areas. We offer an extensive range of new, used, and specialty vehicles to suit every driving style and preference. Whether you are looking for a stylish sedan, a rugged SUV, a powerful truck, or a versatile minivan.
Welcome back to MPTV. The Pointers lead by 22 with 11:20 remaining in the game. Paisley hands it off to O'Brien. Now over to Busher. Busher back to O'Brien. Out to Fitzsimons. Now Busher gives it up to Zuberbeeler. Zuberbeeler on the attack. Off the window and count it! Zeke Zuberbeeler gets the 2 to fall, and he'll go to the line for a free throw. That foul going to go on Keaton Dempsey, the third by the Pointers. The Redbirds still yet to foul the second half of play, and the Redbirds with 8 fouls in the first half of play as Zuberbeeler knocks the first one down, completing that 3-point play. Lindsay now out to Bossert. Bossert over to Wenhausen. Wenhausen's 3 ball is good from deep. Jackson Wenhausen connects on the deep 3. Now Zuberbeeler hands it off to Busher. Over to Fitzsimons. Fitzsimons off to Paisley. Now O'Brien tries the 3 ball in response. Rattles out. Boarded by Wenhausen. Lindsay now going the other way for the Pointers. Spinning, and he'll get caught on the walk.
Number 0, Dante, in for the Redbirds, and in for the Pointers, we have Phillips, Ashelman, and Dannenberg.
Zuberbeeler gives it up to Glendenning. Now O'Brien fills the corner, dribbling to his right. Hands it off to Zuberbeeler. Now Zuberbeeler on the top of the key. Working in on Bossert. Hands it off to O'Brien. O'Brien loses it, regains it, kicks it out to Glendenning. Glendenning on the attack gets called on, and we'll get a foul here called on the Pointers. That foul going to go on Jackson Wenhausen. The first as we get Michael Larson back in here for the Redbirds. Zuberbeeler in to Glendenning, but Wenhausen tips it away, going the other way, no good on the lay-in, and it looks like Wenhausen will be limping back, but it'll go Glendenning. And, you know, Bree, Wenhausen with 14 points on the night, leading all scorers. As he checks out, looks like he's favoring that left leg there, so hopefully he is okay and can return to this game for the Pointers. O'Brien gets it in to Glendenning. Now Glendenning in the corner, dribbling to his left, out to Zuberbeeler. Zuberbeeler tries the 3 ball off the mark, but we'll get a foul here going on Tucker Dannenberg. So Glendenning goes to the line for 3. No, foul starting to bump up here for the Pointers. It's 5-0 fouls this second half of play. Zuberbeeler's first one from the line falls. His second one also drops as Busher returns, replacing Paxton Paisley. Zuberbeeler's second one will drop. Third one, will drop, so he gets 3 points on that trip to the line. Ashelman hands it off to Lindsay, now over to Bossert. Bossert attacks to his left, gives it up to Ashelman, now back to Bossert off the top of the key. Bossert over to Lindsay. Now Ashelman with the ball here for the Pointers on the top of the key, over to Bossert. Bossert back to Ashelman in the corner. Over to Lindsay. Lindsay, step back 3 ball is good. Eli Lindsay connects on the 3 to extend this Pointer lead back up to 22 with 9 minutes remaining in the game. Tough shot there by Lindsay, and he gets it to fall to get his 18th point of the night as O'Brien's attack, no good. And it'll go on a foul by Jacob Phillips. So Phillips now with 4 fouls here for the Pointers, and the Pointers now got 6 fouls. So foul trouble could be harming the Pointers this second half of play as O'Brien's first one from the line off the mark. And you know, Bree, this last game, the Pointers won on a 3-ball, and these free throws are really what it's going to come down to here in the long run. Is although the Redbirds do trail by 22, they could come back and get in this one very easily. Looks like Wenhausen does return here for the Pointers, so that's a good sign. As O'Brien's second one from the line also off the mark. So O'Brien going 0 from 2 on that trip to the charity stripe. Dannenberg over to Ashman. Now back out to Dannenberg, over to Ashman at the top of the key. Lindsay now back to Ashman. Ashman over to Wenhausen. Wenhausen 3-ball short, boarded by Dante Glendenning. Zuber Wheeler hands it off to O'Brien. O'Brien attacking, spins, kicks it out to Michael Larson. Now Larson at the top of the key. Hands it off to Grady O'Brien. O'Brien now attacks, puts it up, kicks it out to Larson. Larson! 3-ball drops. Michael Larson gets his first points on the night with that triple. Lindsay dribbling it out here on the top of the key for the Pointers. He gives it up to Ashman. Now Ashman back out to Lindsay. So the Pointers trying to waste some time away here as they lead 52-33, but Lindsay's 3-ball will drop. Eli Lindsay got the hot hand from deep tonight. Now Glendenning over to O'Brien, back out to Larson. And Larson will be fouled there. That foul going to go what looks like on Tucker Dannenberg, his second. So with that foul, it earns the Pointers their 7th foul of the second half of play. So the Birds will go to the line for the remainder of this second half. Paxton and Kagan Paisley return here for the Redbirds. Larson's first one drops. He earns himself a second one from the line. Larson's second one also drops, so Michael Larson going 2 from 2 on that trip to the line as he gets chucked out here by Tagar Guiley. Wenhausen now kicked by Dante Glendenning. We'll see on this end of play. And you know, Matthew, this one's still very much in reach here for the Redbirds as they only trail by 20 with 7:25 remaining. What do they have to do to get themselves back in this game?
Yeah, the Redbirds have been doing a great job. They got their shots to start falling, and if they keep that going, along with keeping their defense up, they have a good chance on coming back here tonight.
Super Baylor gets it into Busher. Now Busher on the top of the key. He gets it into Glendenning. Glendenning's 2 is short, boarded by Patterson. Now Lindsay over to Ashleman. Ashleman now. Lindsay back to Ashleman. Out to Wenhausen. Lindsay on the top of the key. Conducting some traffic here for the Pointers. Gives it up to Ashleman. Ashleman, a baseline attack. His 2 not going to fall, but it looks like he'll go to the line for a pair of free throws.
Yeah, Ashleman does a great job of getting to the rim and drawing those fouls and getting to the free throw line.
Ashelman's first one from the line off the mark. His second one drops. He extends his pointer lead to 21. Busher looking to respond here for the Redbirds. He doesn't get that two to fall, and ball goes into the hands of Eli Lindsay. Wenhausen, three-ball drops as he tips this one out of bounds on the other end of play.
Great hustle all around there by Jackson Wenhausen.
Glendenning gives it up to Guiley. Now Guiley looking in trouble. He'll find Glendenning now out to Zuberbuehler in the corner. Over to Guiley. Guiley attacking in on Potterton. Kicks it out to Zuberbuehler. Zuberbuehler catch and shoot three off the mark. It'll fall out of bounds. And we'll go Pointers' way.
Gonna see some pressure here by the Redbirds.
You know, Bree, the Pointers came out here in a little bit of full court pressure, but laid off a little bit, and now they're picking it back up here as they trail this one by 24 with 5:44 remaining. We'll get a foul here by Zeke Zuberbuehler. That'll be his third, only the second here by the Redbirds this second half of play.
Nice take by Eli Lindsay to get two more added to his cup.
Guiley picks up his third foul here as Dannenberg returns, giving Lindsay a break. As Lindsay leading all scorers here with 23 points on the night. Potterton looking, finds Ashelman. Now over to Dempsey. Out to Dannenberg in the corner. Dannenberg working to his right, kicks it out to Ashelman now. Over to Dempsey. Dempsey puts the baseline floater up. It's no good, but he'll go to the line for a pair of free throws.
Team Dempsey has been doing a great job tonight getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line, and also on the other side, on defense, getting a couple steals, some great hustle plays.
You know, Bree, what makes this Pointer team so special and so hard to defeat is every Pointer can score. We've got Jackson Wenhausen with 17, Eli Lindsay with 23, and Drew Ashelman with 10. All three of those Pointers in double digits, just to name a few of these Pointers. As Dempsey, second one from the line off the mark. And Dempsey here with 7 points in the night as he's contributed a lot to this Pointer team. Busher on the top of the key with the ball here for the Redbirds. Gives it up to Paisley. Now who hands it off to Guiley. Guiley's three ball from the top of the key off the mark. Rebound boarded by Atlee Potterton. Ashelman gives it up to Wenhausen. Now Wenhausen working in the paint, and he'll get called on a walk.
And for the Redbirds, Fitzsimons, O'Brien, and Paisley. And in for the Pointers, number 10, Eli Lindsay.
Fitzsimons going the other way here for the Redbirds. Gives it up to Paisley. Now Paisley over to Paxton. Paisley now O'Brien out to Fitzsimons at the top of the key. Paisley loses the ball, able to regain control. The Redbirds got to make something happen here as they trail this one 62-35, and they'll turn this one over.
Rylan Lee and Brett Bossard in for the Pointers. Also in for the Pointers, we have number 2, Grady Finley. In for Darlington, we have Carpenter, number 4. Also in for the Pointers, we have number 20, Hudson Schrader.
And Bree, it looks like that'll be the last of the starting 5 we see here from the Pointers. And this definitely a different game than the first game, as we've mentioned here a couple times tonight. The Pointers won the first one on a buzzer beater by Jackson Wenhausen, as they are able to take their starters out with 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, it truly is a different game here. The Pointers really started off strong here in this first half and continued to create some good plays here, not letting the Redbirds back into this game.
Dempsey, and we've talked about Keem Dempsey all night, and he just proved us there as he lays that one off the glass for 2. Larson gives it up to Fitzsimons. Now Fitzsimons working in on Dempsey, falls to the ground, passes it up to O'Brien. Now Fitzsimons, deep 3 short. Ball falls into the hands of Hudson Schrader. We get a substitution timeout here by Coach Burrison. Torrin Vomstead in here for the Pointers, as Blaze White checks in for the first time for the Redbirds. Lee gives it up to Bossert, now over to Finley, to Vomstead. Bossert up the top of the key, over to Vomstead. Finley dribbling to his right, kicks it out to Vomstead. Vomstead over to Bossert. Now Bossert into Lee. Lee working in, and we'll get a foul here on the ground. That foul gonna go on Redbirds' Paxton Paisley.
In for the Pointers, number 0, Cole Rip. And in for the Redbirds, Alan Barron.
Schrader gets it up to Vomstead. Now Vomstead over to Schrader in the corner. Schrader dribbling to his left. Working in on White. His shot no good, boarded by Larson. Larson into Paisley. Paisley losing the ball. Ball hits the deck. We'll get a held ball here. Possession arrow going to go in favor of the Pointers.
In for the Redbirds, we have number 15, Wolf.
Finley gives it up to Lee. Lee tries the 3 ball off the mark, boarded by Vomstead, so the Pointers looking to get another opportunity, and they don't connect on that one as Lee pass stolen away by Larson. Larson now going the other way here for the Redbirds. He pulls it out, gives it up to White. Now Larson with the 2 off the window and in. Larson's got 7 points here on the night. Schrader out to Lee. Now Lee dribbling to his left into Rip. Rip off the window and in for 2. Beautiful ball movement there by the Pointers. Time ticks down here with 1:30 remaining in the game. Larson, the ball at the top of the key for the Redbirds. He gives it up to Merriman. Now Wolf's pass out of the reach of the Redbirds, and we get a turnover.
In for the Redbirds, we have number 44, Reggie Monk, and number 34, Blaze White. In for the Pointers, we have number 15, Keegan Winger, and number 14, Wyatt Pete.
Lee out to Rip. Rip tries the 3 ball off the mark, boarded by Lee. Now Lee gets it stolen away here into the hands of Moncada. White gives it up to Moncada. Moncada's 3 ball off the mark, boarded by Lee. Lee to Pete. Pete now back out to Lee. Over to Pete. Who hands it off to Lee. Pete, baseline attack. Shot up, no good. Boarded by Rip. Rip tries the put back, no good. Boarded again here by Rip as Pete loses control, and it'll go in favor of the Darlington Redbirds. And time ticking down here with 14.5 remaining in the game. And you know, Bree, this is definitely not the way we saw this game going here tonight, as the Pointers lead 66-37. White pulls up for three. It's off the mark, boarded by Lee, and he'll hold it out here for the Pointers. Pointers win 66-37. Be sure to tune in on Monday as the Mineral Point boys take on the Lancaster Flying Arrows. Produced here by Stephanie Wallace, Donna Hirsch, Chloe McVeigh, Kendall Winger, Bree Swenson here alongside Veronica Thousand, signing off. Have a great rest of your night.